Hi there, I'm Cheryl B. Engelhardt, and I want to quickly share with you in this video 3 ways to keep your New Year's resolutions. And not just New Year's resolutions, any resolution, anything that you declare because you think that you want it. When you declare that thing, here are the 3 ways that you can actually see it through, right? You know, New Year's resolutions, they last 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe through February. A lot of people now are saying, don't make New Year's resolutions, but that's only because we don't want to let ourselves down because we know we're not going to keep them. I love New Year's. I love a fresh start. I love the idea of taking something on and transforming it and having this new energy of seeing a new date on your calendar. So I'm all for making New Year's resolutions as long as they empower you and you have these tools to see them through. So the first one, and this is the easy one, make it easy for yourself. So if your New Year's resolution is to go to the gym 3 times a week, the night before, put your gym clothes, your running shoes, your gym bag, your car keys, all the things that you need right at your bedside so when you get up you have no excuse. Making things easier for yourself takes away the excuses, takes away the hemming and hawing and the emotions of having to decide. There's nothing to decide. You have already said you're going to do this, so you're just going to do it. It's right there. There's no extra time in there to weeble wobble back and forth. So that's the first thing. Make it easy for you. What can you do to make it easy for your New Year's resolutions? If your resolution is to quit smoking, one way to make it easier is to not go to places where you know friends are smoking, to not buy cigarettes in the first place. Same thing with anything. If you are taking on buying less of something, then don't go to stores where that thing is easily accessible. Those are small, very obvious ways that you can help yourself keep the resolution. Number 2. This one's a little trickier for people, but be your word. What does that mean? So if you say, I'm going to show up to meet you for coffee at 10 o'clock, I'm going to show up at 10 o'clock. I'm not someone who shows up at 10:01 or 10:02. I'll be there by 10 o'clock because I honor the importance of my word. It's connected to integrity, doing what you say you are going to do on time. So if you have integrity in your life with other people and you're always on time for those appointments, take a look. Do you have integrity with yourself? When you say that you want something and you're going to take actions to go get it, are you doing that? Or are you one of those people that will have integrity with everyone else, but then when it comes to you, you give yourself a lot of wiggle room? So if you just say, hey, I said I was going to do this and honor that thing like you would any other appointment, then you're going to start seeing those results and seeing those resolutions stay throughout the entire year. One way that I like to help myself with this, and this goes back to number 1, is I put anything that I know I want to do in my calendar. I don't have to-do lists. Believe it or not, for someone who is a productive person, I'm a composer and career coach and singer-songwriter, and I have a very busy freelance life. I live in my calendar. So when I think of something I need to do, it doesn't go on a list that starts to stress me out. It goes into my calendar, into reality. So, okay, let's see, I have time on Thursday at 4 o'clock. Thursday at 4 o'clock comes around, I look at my calendar, I know I have to do that thing, and it's not stressing me out because I know it's going to get done Thursday 4 o'clock. So I have integrity with my calendar. We have a relationship where when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So that structure helps me keep my resolutions because I am my word. I say I want this thing, I'm going to take very clear steps. So be your word is number 2, and number 1 was help yourself. Set up structures that can help you keep the resolution going. Number 3 is sort of the bigger picture here. Is it something that you really want? So for example, some people say, I want to go to the gym every day, when really what they want is to be more confident in bed, or to feel like they can keep up with their kids. So maybe that is actually getting more sleep, or maybe it's releasing blocks around sexuality and doing work in that realm. So if what you really want isn't to go to the gym, there's something behind that. What is it that you really, really, truly want? Because once you know what that is, yes, then maybe going to the gym will be a little more inspiring, or you're actually barking up the wrong tree. And it doesn't have anything to do with going to the gym, although going to the gym is always very healthy. Exercising is great. I'm not saying to not exercise. But if you are creating a resolution that's going to take you through the year, then you want to be sure that this is something that you want. The universe is listening. So I don't know if you're into this universe stuff. I wasn't really, and then the past couple years I've really been manifesting things and getting rid of some of my blocks. And I realized that when I take actions in line with what I say I want, it's almost like the universe is saying, oh, I see that you're serious. Okay, cool, here's that thing. Here's a little bit of that thing that you want. But for example, if your resolution is to go on 5 dates a month and to find that man of your dreams or the person of your dreams, and you have a date set up and then you get invited by your girlfriends to go out camping for the weekend and you cancel the date, the universe is like, are you really serious? So, or is it just something you don't want? So those are the two things. Are you lying or are you not clear? So if you start to see throughout the month, oh, I'm not keeping up with this resolution, ask yourself these two very hard questions. Is this really what I want? Or am I lying? Am I saying I want it and I'm just not taking the actions? I'm not willing. The sub question from that one is, am I being lazy? Am I letting my emotions run the show? Emotions, not meaning that you are emotional and it's bad to have emotions, but I mean the emotions like, I don't feel like it this morning. I don't feel like it, or I don't want to, or I'm too tired. Those are just stories that we make up to keep ourselves very small and not moving forward. So if you're telling the universe, hey, my stories about how I'm feeling are way more important than what you have in plan, what you have in store for me, what I say I want, those two things, what the universe has in its plan, whatever universe means to you, what you say you want, those two things are less important than your feelings of, I don't feel like it today. I mean, that's not very powerful, right? So if you can look at, are my feelings driving the show? Am I clear on what I want? And am I taking actions and being my word and just doing it because I said so? Then you're asking yourself the right questions and you're going to start to see those results that you want to see. This all comes down to the very, very simple, very, very hard, but simple doesn't necessarily mean easy, concept that you can have what you want and keep your resolutions simply because you said so. Period, end of story. If you can take that on and really start to respect the things that you write down or say out loud, this is what I want, this is my New Year's resolution, this is my word of the year, this is the result I want to see for myself, these are the actions I'm taking. Get an accountability partner so you can say that stuff out loud and then they actually are going to hold you accountable to that and cheer you on. That's really powerful stuff. If you can get that relationship with yourself and your word, you are going to start crushing it. And that is the way to keep your New Year's resolutions, because you're clear on what you want, you're willing to take the actions and not let your feelings of I don't feel like it get in the way, and you have integrity with yourself. And this is going to make a difference for you. If you are interested in finding out more about the work that I do and releasing these different kinds of blocks and really moving yourself forward in your clarity around your communication, please go to intheKey.co/shine. This is your year to shine. I know you can do it. Happy New Year and happy goal setting and happy action taking.